Hi, my name is Justin Latimer, and I'm going to show you a medieval Total War battle replay. This time, will be as the Hungarians against the Portuguese. And the date is May 9th, 2013.
Await my order.
The battle map is the Highlands. And it's sunset because sunset's cool. I'll show you my army. My cavalry unit is composed of 2 units of hussars, backed up by my general's bodyguard. I've also brought 2 units of Hungarian nobles, who act as heavy cavalry who are also able to use their bows. The infantry is made up of 4 units of Portuguese spearmen, who are backed up by 2 units of dismounted feudal knights, which are actually better than Hungary's dismounted chivalric knights. And the other 2 units of Portuguese spearmen are backed up by 2 units of Croatian axemen. For missiles, I brought 2 units of arquebusiers, and for long-range support, 2 units of Portuguese crossbow militia. So the battle has started now, and I can show you what my opponent, Danrek, has brought. Danrek has brought musketeers, pike militia, Portuguese arquebusiers, some spear militia as backup, a culverin, which is already able to fire on me, and Knights of Santiago. About 3 units of those, and his general. So as he's firing on my troops, I'm planning my attack. I'm going to have the infantry take the quickest advance just right into the enemy's forces, and my cavalry are going to move on to the flanks. First things first, I'm going to march the Hungarian nobles up to take some shots at the enemy. I'm going to have them use circle and shoot. As you can see at this range, they're in a lot of trouble from the enemy muskets and cannon. But they're doing damage themselves too. I'm gonna pull them back now. And I've suffered some minor losses, probably about 5 in both units. They're able to cover their retreat as they leave, which is a nice touch. Fortunately, I'm still losing some.
We must act now.
They're at about half strength now. It's difficult getting my arquebusiers close enough to shoot. Not so difficult to get the Portuguese crossbowmen in range. I'm bringing the Hungarian nobles around to back up my general and his cavalry.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
I'm going to attempt to mass my cavalry on this side as he has pikes on this side. Meanwhile, there's a lot of vulnerable targets here with all of these soft Portuguese arquebusiers. I'm going to advance my infantry now and begin the infantry fight. Things are going pretty well at first. Now I'm going to mount my cavalry attack, try to take out some of those Portuguese arquebusiers. He also has some conquistadors in his army, Danwick, and that's a huge problem for me. Conquistadors are very tough. My army's doing a really good job right now, though. Because he has reinforced his arquebusiers with his knights of Santiago, I have to pull back my cavalry. My Hungarian nobles are providing range support. As my men retreat, they're now going to go into hand-to-hand to just help bulk up my army. So things are going good on both the infantry front and the cavalry front so far. Victory seems certain for my dismounted feudal knights,
God be merciful. We have lost
and defeat seems certain up here. And so there goes one of my infantry flanks. There's only one fighting now. Meanwhile, the cavalry is kind of a scattered affair. It's going good in some parts, bad in others. I'm going to try to retreat my cavalry.
From fire to flame.
And there goes my general.
Lies slain upon the battlefield.
I'm trying to regroup on this hill. I have a lot of missile troops left. They haven't been damaged all that much. I'm going to try to use my cavalry to slow down the enemy infantry. So I can get some shots off. Now I'm going to send in what's left of my infantry. Now able to send in a little bit more infantry. I'm targeting the enemy's general. And there we are, we were able to take him down. My dismounted feudal knights are doing really well right now. However, the morale is not holding up very well.
Something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
So, I'm carrying out my retreat strategy a lot more. I need to get higher, I need to get up the hill more. I'm going to take shots at the enemy as I advance. Say goodbye, General's bodyguard. So I believe there is only one cavalryman left in the enemy's army. It's now my missiles against his infantry and his missiles. The statistics are pretty interesting right now. It's 70% of my troops have been killed, 64% of his have been killed. This has been a pretty close battle all throughout. I'm able to put down a pretty powerful barrage of fire. His Portuguese arquebusters are in a lot of trouble because they're firing uphill against my guys who are on the hill, so my guys have a lot more range. This is a very fast battle. Things happen very quickly in it. As you can see, the enemy's cannon can still hit me at this range. Quite problematic. Trying to get further up the hill. I need to maximize any advantage I can at this point. Some of my arquebusters are routing. They've been hit by the cannon just a few too many times. The Knight of Santiago has just routed the rest of my arquebusters. The ones that were routing before have reformed though. That's a lot of arquebusters to lose 40 of them to one knight. He's now charging 14 dismounted conquistadors. They're greatly outnumbered against my Pavais crossbowmen. Pavais crossbowmen believe that victory seems certain, but they rout anyways because conquistadors are really good fighters. And my arquebusters are not able to get off another shot. Unfortunately. I'm going to rush them up against the enemy pikemen. They actually have some initial success, but it will be very short-lived.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night.
And there we go. I haven't won the battle, but I think I did pretty well considering. Men deployed, I deployed 961 against Danwex 956. Did I say 600? I mean 961 against 956. Men lost 736. Danwex lost 571. I have 225 men remaining. He has 385. Enemies killed, 609. 53 men captured. Enemies killed for my opponent, 627, and he has captured 101. Percentages here state that 77% of my men have been killed, 60% of the enemies have been killed. Casualties inflicted. My general's bodyguard took down 67. Hussars took down 45 and 57, so they did really well. Hungarian nobles took down 20 and 43. Pavai spearmen did not hold up very well, with 0 casualties inflicted, 10, 19, and 14. Pavai's crossbow militia did good with 48 and 76, and the arquebusers took down 72 and 44. Dismounted feudal knights, 14 and 41, and the Croatian axemen, 17 and 22. The reason why my strategy didn't work is because my opponent had brought a cannon. Because he brought a cannon, I had to react to his position. He had reacted very defensively in this position and was not going to move, so I had to move against him. He prepared very well for that, though. What I could have done differently is I could have brought a cannon of my own and we could have had a shootout, and maybe I could have had my army just hide behind the hill here. Anyhow, good battle to my opponent, Danwek. Thank you for watching. I'll have more videos for you soon.